Hello. Good evening. Late night for some people. You know, it's probably daytime for some others. Hello, everybody. Dr. Killswitch, hello. Futurebound, Alana, Ninewalker, Palkius, welcome. Peaches, Salty, hello. Halloween, my idol is online. Pff, idol, okay, buddy. Jack is whack, hello. Captain Mike, hello, buenas noches. Doing alright. It is late for me indeed. I have a late start tomorrow, so I figured I wanted to build something. And I'm going to be busy tomorrow, so I figured I would do it today. Not make it through the stream, I understand. It is late for East Coast people, and particularly worse for any EU people. Like, it's middle of the night, so yeah. All right, so oopsie. Getting a little dry in my room, so running a little humidifier. Yeah, my skin's kind of like breaking these days because it's so dry and cold too. So anyway, hello everyone. Today's gonna be a pretty chill build, I think. It is a 60% after all, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for this. Morning coffee, hello. Are you still in oh no wait, you're back in Texas, in Houston, right? Sean, hey, what's up, buddy? Mediocrity, hello. Back in the US. Yeah, got it. So tonight we're going to be building the Rogue. So this is actually a prototype unit that I was sent to by Mr. Pwner from Ion Keyports, and it's not quite like an official kind of prototype stream, if that makes sense. The reason for that is that this is actually a gift from Mr. Pwner, and it also is a design that currently he has no particular plans in running a buy for, at least at the moment. How do you like the lavenders on your unicorn? I like them a lot. I personally really like lavenders. They sound a little like kind of poppy, kind of like higher pitch, I would say. But oh well, maybe it's the GMK that does that. But yeah, no, I like them anyway. They're super smooth. They're really nice. And as you can see, indeed, this board, I sent it out to Mr. KneeDeep, also out in the East Coast. And this, you'll see the colorway, or the particular work that he did. It's called the Dendrite's Grasp Finish. Super cool. If you don't know KneeDeep, check him out. He does spectacular work. You probably know of him now. He's definitely been popping off lately. But it's really nice. It was really nice to get to work with him. And I am very honored to actually have something that's kind of a one of a kind. Where's KneeDeep located? He is in North Carolina, if I recall. Alright, so we have some MX Blacks here. And here we have our Owlab stabs. So it comes in this fitting packaging. So this is basically a beta version that was sent to me by Owlab. This is basically the second revision of the stabilizers. That's how this packaging looks. It's the sleeve, and within it is a plastic enclosure. And so it comes in like this. Looks like this is, there's a little baggie in the back, but this is how it comes in. Basically, you have a cover, and I guess these just slid out slightly for a second, but basically you have these, you know, in the slots. So they come in with 4 2U wires and the appropriate spacebar wires. They're both there, and as you can see, the inserts and everything all in a good place there. And then underneath here, looks like we have. Okay, I think as soon as I do this, it's just gonna spill over. So I'm actually just gonna do this. And so in the back, there is just an adhesive with a plastic bag. And within the plastic bag, we have some stabilizer pads for if you wanted to do like a Band-Aid mod like thing. They're sort of like Band-Aid like. And then I actually don't know what this is. Looks like we have some sort of, oh, I guess these are like supports for the wire, in case you wanted to like support the wire so it doesn't like move on the, like, because you know how there's like a little bit of space between the PCB and the wire, so maybe it's so that it doesn't move. So there's 5 of those, yeah, 6 of those, and then there's washers and screws. So pretty much what you would expect from normal stabilizer packaging. And as Miss Peaches just alluded, they indeed are these liquid metal wires. Purposely, you shouldn't be bending them, but basically it's supposed to be a material that sort of like bends back to shape. But you obviously shouldn't be forcing that. In any case, pretty cool. I'll put this away for now. Alright, Diego, I'm too tired to stick around. No worries, dude. Futurebound, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it. Anyway, so we have that. I'll just put this around here, maybe. Maybe I should empty these onto a tray. I think this was a screw from the case, or maybe the weight or something that fell off. Okay. Favorite board you own? That's tough. I have a lot of boards that I like a lot. It's hard to say. Like, there are a few that I really like. I mean, I like my JNB2. I like my 356 Mini that I got. I like my HKBs. I use them a lot. What else do I use a lot? I mean, I pretty much use all my boards. Actually, I rotate through them very often. So, yeah. And here is our PCB. All that matters is that it says, I got this cute note from Mr. Pwner. Love always, Pwner. Would you ever get a message like that from Mr. Pwner? I don't think so. So thank you to Mr. Pwner for this wonderful gift. On the other side there's a message, but I don't think you guys need to read it. The PCB is a graphite edition PCB from Wolbotech. It was supposed to be the collaboration for this, of course. And it's a 60% PCB, as you would expect. It has south-facing stabilizers for everything, ANSI fixed, and no LED support, actually. So, of course, you can see that there's the Daughterboard over here. But yeah. This is your typical Wolbotech PCB, gorgeous as always. And finally, we have the board over here. Bet it says FU on the other side of the note? Possibly. True Custom? Oh, indeed, True Custom Sag. So here is our board. This is the... wait, are we focused? Okay, here. Oh, it's probably focusing on the mic. Here's our board. It's an HKB style board right now. But basically it's a 60%. It was supposed to be designed, you know, for HKB and wing keyless maybe or something like that. But this one is HKB in particular. I think pretty appropriate for someone like myself who uses HKB layout quite often. Even if not HKB layout itself, I use all the shortcuts that are in HKB. And as you can see, split right shift is fixed as well, which is pretty cool. And fixed 7U. And this is the side of the board, is pretty much the same as the Zenith's. Has the same kind of look with the cherry lip taper over here at the front. And here is the back. And as you can see now, you start seeing a glimpse of Mr. KneeDeep's work on the weight. And it is indeed a brass weight, if you were wondering. And as it reflects the light from different angles, it looks very different. So one thing that I was told by Mr. KneeDeep was that this was his first attempt at really trying to make the weight so that it doesn't look only like this in just the right angle. Obviously at the right angle it will look great, right? But the problem with patina is that sometimes it can look very dull, and so he wanted to go for something that was not as dull at different angles as well, like in indoors for example. So this was his attempt at it, and I think he actually succeeded because it does look still quite vibrant without, you know, a specific angle to reflect the light. So it looks really nice. So the structure of the board is pretty similar to Zenith if you have seen it before. Do you know when this is running? It is not planned to run at the moment. At the moment, this is a one-of-a-kind unit, prototype, pretty much. Mr. Pwner is not planning to run it at the moment. It was potentially originally planned for a new foundry project, I imagine, just like the Zenith was at one point. But I would take it that given the changes in RamaWorks and thereafter, we probably have seen changes in plans as well. So I imagine that's what happened. What's the mounting style? So the mounting style is going to be the same as the Zenith, which is going to be a gasket mount. So actually, let's open it up because I actually have to. What happened with Rama? Oh, that's a long story. There are a few web pages out there that kind of have followed the whole sequence of events, and people talk about it, just discussion board basically. So I suggest just looking it up yourself. I believe there's a thread on Keep Talk that's decent, but it's a long story. But long story short, you could say that there was a break in partnerships, and so a lot of the work that was originally done through RamaWorks, such as Keycaps and all that kind of stuff, has really transitioned over to HeavyMX, which is led by RamaWorks' founder's ex-partner, essentially. And so, yeah, so Kate leads that effort, and she does amazing work along with other community members and designers. So it's been quite awesome to see nonetheless. Alright, so here we have our plate, and as you can see, this is a gasket mounted design. So you can see these are gasket strips that I placed on here. It is held, the weight is held by these 8 screws, and the daughterboard is supposed to go down here, so I'm not gonna put it in right now, but I'll still disassemble it to show you what it's like. And of course, gaskets over here, right? Blockers and everything. Actually, yeah, I said I will disassemble it, so let's do that. Theo, do you see Hebe's new board? I saw like the teasers. Oh, Diego, what are your thoughts on Frog? I'm thinking of getting one. I haven't tried it myself, actually. No one has sent me one. But a lot of people say it's good. There are, of course, like variation opinions. I think people kind of, you know, say different things about it. But overall, it's like a really, really good bang for the buck. For what it retailed, for all that it does. So I personally think it's a great board. I think Gion Works' boards are pretty nice. Just overall, like you can't really go wrong with them. And of course, like, you know, just like any board, you have to experiment what combination of key switches and plates and all that kind of stuff fits the board best. But that's up to you to figure out. So, all right, so the weight comes off just like that. 8 screws. It's brass. And the daughterboard goes below here, just similarly done as it is done in the whatchamacallit, in the Zenith, actually. The Zenith is similarly done like this. Some little dust over here. Oh, actually, yeah, that's fine. Anyway, yeah, so that's how it goes. That's the bottom case over here. And this is the weight that Mr. KneeDeep treated. Tiny! Hi! How's your stream? Yo, Diego, you gotta rap? I can't rap. Hi, Tiny. Do you build, you're building a lavender keyboard today, I saw. Was it the Bakeneko? The lilac one? Look really nice. Oh, Alex, hello. 10 months, thank you. Hello, Raiders. Welcome, welcome. My name is Diego. I also go by Lightning in the community. I've been, I built keyboards for myself and other people. And I've been around the community for like 5 years now. And yeah, I like building stuff. I like doing things with my hands. DIY stuff is my passion, as a hobby. And so here we are. We're building a one-of-a-kind kind of board called the Rogue from Ion Keyboards, or Pwner. Pwner also works with Keycult. And this keyboard was actually, I actually sent it out to Mr. KneeDeep Patinas to customize for the weight. So that's why it looks like this. This is a brass weight. And yeah, and we're also going to be trying a the Owlab stabs. These are the Owlab V2 stabs. It was! Yay, that's good. Everyone's here to party. Let's go. You know what? I'm still gonna attach some of the screws because I don't want it to fall off by accident. Oh wait, I think the smaller screws go down here, actually. Start reaching. Mount Daughterboard before remounting weight? No, because I'm gonna test the PCB anyway. I'm just gonna put a few screws. I'm not gonna put all of them. I just don't want the weight to fall off by accident, you know what I mean? Just like a couple of screws will do, so it's fine. Like, that's enough. Alright, we can just put that away now. We need to plate anyway for the build. I also like doing stuff with my hands, like eat tacos. Probably Mr. Mason Gray. I know that's what you like to do with your hands. Eat tacos. It is a Tuesday party, yeah. Kind of surprising. I'm kind of thirsty, so I'm gonna drink some water. I mean, you should swing by, dude. We'll go eat tacos and we'll just go eat around in the city. That would be the move. Sleepy Wolfie, hello. Alright, let's test this out. I'm gonna put this top piece over here. It's on the calendar. I'll be by when the snow is gone. Dude, there's no snow here. It doesn't snow. Like, if the snow even comes, it just melts, like, and they, like, you know, salt the roads and all that kind of stuff, so it goes away super quickly. There's never snow here. At least nowadays. I haven't seen snow in the past, like, 3 winters. Alright, here it is. Lube Attack WT60G2. Okay, bottom row is HKB. Let's adjust the layout for HKB. So I put my control there, left alt, that's all good. Alt win. Let's actually do split right shift because actually we have to. And then we also have to do split backspace. So backspace will go here. We'll go have pipe and tilde. And everything else seems, oh, nice. Okay, that's all set. Perfect. I don't need eject, so I'm gonna remove that one. I don't need volume control for now. The rest looks good. Actually, I don't even need those, so I'm gonna just move print to the P. And I don't need the numpad keys either. Gotta remove those. Alright, I think we're good. Alright, just gonna save the layout just in case. Okay, cool. That's Matrix. It snowed literally 2 days ago? Dude, I don't see any snow over here at least. It might have snowed wherever you are. But here? It maybe rain, slush, and then you know, gone by the morning. That's the thing. It doesn't stay. It's not like upstate New York where like you actually get snow and then it sticks to the ground and it stays for a while. I do live like a full 20 miles away. Yeah, that's true. I literally shoveled feet of snow. Yeah, I saw some pictures of someone in Canada, and it was like feet, like many feet of snow, just like 3 feet. I'm like, basically, like all piled up, you know, at the end of the street, and then like a driveway impossible to get out from. They had to shovel probably. Yeah, it sucks. I don't like the snow, to be honest. Snow is nice, like the first snow you see it, you're like, oh, how cute, and then it loses its charm right away because it sucks the next day. Once it ices over, GG. It's the worst. Especially if you have a car. I mean, if you're walking, it's still bad too, because, you know, black ice out there, and, you know, slip and fall. It sucks. Snow is only great when it's fresh, that's it. So for like skiing. Black ice is the worst? Yeah, indeed. Just like in Home Alone, snow! Yeah. We got tons of snow in Toronto on Monday. Fun. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I heard. Someone who was actually about to fly from Toronto, they're like, I'm not flying today because it just snowed like crazy. This was on Monday, so yeah. Ahoy! Hello, Thok Thumbs. Hello. Punsy's part of the media conspiracy to make us take the vaccine. Yeah. Alright, so we only need 3 stabs today because it's 7U and left shift and enter. Because HKB layout, very few stabs required. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and wires. Oh, I love building HKB layout. So few. There's smoke on your desk, Diego? Oh, it's a humidifier. It's been dry here, so my like skin has been cracking. It's pretty bad. Like I would like wash my face and like, you know, like I do like skincare like, you know, in the morning and then at night, but even then like it's been cold and dry here. Yeah. My lips get chapped all the time. Yeah, calm down. I think your house is on fire. You know, you say that as a joke, but like a week ago, there was a huge fire in a Bronx apartment, and so, like several people died and stuff. It's pretty sad. Have you had time to play Diablo 2, Diego? No, not as of late. What's improved in Owlab Stabs V2? A few things. So I can like give you the rundown, but the link is right here. I'll post it in chat. But basically, some of the things that changed is, for example, the clip, the way they designed the part that clips the wire here, the hook. Like, come on, focus. That hook over here, that was pretty tough to put in on the first one. It was actually absurdly difficult to put in the wire in that clip. So now it's actually easier to put it in there, because of the way they have this curved sort of contour to it. So that's a bit different. I believe they changed some of the tolerances a little bit for the insert. They also include these wire cushions now. So there are these wire cushions. Basically, you can just place these beneath the wire and between the PCB. So it basically will just prevent your wire from, you know, moving around. So pretty nice. And then yeah, like all the updates are actually listed on the website. It says like reduce wire hole size, decrease opening width, connection point added for a grease to act as grease reservoir, revamp the wire guiding through design. So yeah, there are like a list of changes in that website, so you can probably read it up on there too. Space heater? What do you mean space heater? This is not a space heater though. This is just a humidifier. It just creates water vapor. What smell do you use for your moisturizer? Wait, what moisturizer? This is not a moisturizer. But I like the more inert stuff that doesn't like really have like strong scents, because I find it a little uncomfortable. Do you okay if you're a frog? I'm gonna die, I need answers. Flip a coin, but otherwise I like KFE probably more because of the low angle, and also just I like the design. I mean, well, the design is a very, very obvious, pretty much copy of the koala, but just done in F13 and, you know, with a weight added. With that said, it's a nice board. I have a KFE myself. The frog I've only seen. Like, yeah, someone else owned a frog, but I've never built one myself, so I can't really compare one for you. But I've heard good things about the frog as well. I mean, it's just, at that point, it kind of depends on what you like as aesthetic-wise, but both are great boards from what I hear. And at least from the KFE, in practice at least, I know that it's a very nice board as well. But yeah, I think, just really depends on the aesthetic that you prefer. Technically, brass koala has weight. I mean, but it's brass koala that we're talking about too, which is kind of a, it's like a controversial figure. Also, what's with the tiger? Oh, that is JD. Long story short, my viewers, we were looking at Amazon listings, and this particular tiger listing had some really funny pictures, specifically of the children models that were like, you know, modeling for like the stock photos and stuff. They look really miserable, and we were like, oh, we should save the tiger, and basically it was kind of a joke. And then people donated money to for us to get one, and so it arrived like, you know, 3 days after that in this humongous 7-foot box. And yeah, that's the story. And then we named him. There was a naming submission channel on my Discord server, and you know, people voted, and JD is the shortened name. It's actually, yeah, Jose Diego Luis Escobar Martinez de Guanajuato. It's a very long name, inspired of course from the beautiful Spanish language. JD's nuts. Got him. What if JD is a nut eater? What if he enjoys eating nuts? You know, of a large variety. Nut enjoyers. They got mummies down in Guanajuato. This is true. They do have mummies down in Guanajuato. I actually have gone to see some of those mummy exhibits in the state of Guanajuato, down in Mexico. It's a state right around the middle of the country, Mexico, the country, and there are some mummy exhibits, like actually historically relevant stuff. That's some nice patina. I agree. Ariel, hello. What's up? Lubinum? Yeah. This is Pwner's cancelled keyboard, indeed. New and cancelled. Cat cam, pretty much the same, yeah. Let's see. Can you rebalance the V2 wires at all? I have 2 sets of Owlab stabs V2s, and they're both ticky on one side, more so when I flip them. So by flipping them, you mean like if you put the wire on the other side, like, you know, change the which end of the wire goes where. I don't balance wires. I just don't do that at all. The reason being that, in fact, fiddling around with the straightness of the wire is probably riskier of a thing to do, as in you might trust your eyes, but honestly it doesn't really seem to fix many problems. In fact, if anything, it'll create more problems than fix them. And so I don't do it at all. I actually just toss it if it's bad and get a new stab. It's only $3. I would rather pay $3 than waste anywhere from 5 to 40 minutes, you know, trying to get this stab wire right. So I consider that to be a waste of time, so I just toss it out and get new stabs. It's not that it's snake oil, it's just imprecise. Like, how are you gonna do that so precisely? Machines do it best, probably. Or like if you had the right tools to do it, but even so. Apply a little too much force, whoop, bends in the wrong direction. Don't bend Owlab's stab wires. I mean, don't bend any wire, to be honest. So you're a Mexican, American, Asian. Yes, I am. Yes, I am Mexican, American, Asian. Yes. Your patience is world class. I think it's more so it's a slight mix of jadedness and honestly just answering questions in earnest. You know, it's like just taking it at face value. Just not assuming. I think that's the easiest way. Just don't assume what they're asking has a specific motive. Just answer the question and move on. I find every wire I've ever gotten to be terrible. Again, some people are more sensitive to some things than others. I personally have a belief that if you have enough practice lubing stabs, it shouldn't really matter. You should probably be able to lube your stabs properly and it will work as intended. But that said, it also, yeah, I think that experience just varies for everybody. So some people just have a very subjective view of, oh, like this very slight noise is ticking. And for me, maybe that's like, oh, that's just the keycap, you know, being slightly off or something. And it really doesn't, like, I don't care, you know, like I'm not sensitive to it or something like that. So I think that kind of changes experience too, all in all. Is the smoke coming from a candle? No, it's a humidifier. Maybe I should just put it here so you can actually see what it is. It's a humidifier. Also, how do you know that the surface in which you're trying to wire balancing is actually a level? Yeah, so that's another thing. It's just time, money. It's so difficult. Yeah, you need a proper rig for it. And that I think is difficult to do right. His tiger's vaping. Yeah, I don't even have a vape, so I quit smoking a long time ago, and so yeah, none of that for me. I'd rather have a matcha latte or a coffee than have a smoke. TBH, I would have a drink too. Like I'd rather have, like, I don't know, whiskey on the rocks or a beer. It's a vape station for Vape Nation. What's up, Sinvac? How are you doing? Have a bin of Duroc V1 stabs. Any suggestions? Use them? I still have Duroc V1s every so often. Like, I find Duroc V1 bags that I bought because there was a point, like, when Duroc stabs released, I was like, oh, these are nice. These are basically like Zeal stabs but cheaper. I bought a lot of them and have been, you know, running through them, right, for myself, client builds, etc., right? And, you know, I still use them just fine. I mean, the only difference between V1 and V2 is the hook, that, like, anti-wire popping hook or whatever. That's the only main difference between V1 and V2. So, but the thing is, popping a wire off from the hook side of the stabilizer is actually not that common. So I'm like, well, if you're careful enough, that's never gonna happen. So it's still a properly working stab. So I just use them until I run out. Do you think wire balance is a placebo? I think it's no. So yeah, you could say it's a kind of a placebo, but it's more so that it's an imprecise thing to do. It's a very difficult thing to do properly without having the right tools. And even having the right tools, how do you know you're actually right? Like, how do you know it's actually level? Perfectly level, that is. A machine will do that best. But human hands, I think yeah, the application is just too imprecise for that to be good. Gioran says, a while back, I think you told some kind of story about having gone in a bulk order of stab wires or something in that group. Yeah. Only wires? I think I've seen some eBay vendors sell wires, and I've also seen a couple of the keyboard vendors sell wires only. I actually just don't have the links or names off the top of my head, but there definitely are some small shops that do sell wires only, I think. I could be dreaming, but I think I saw it before. Back then, though, I had a source for them, so I just used that. But I don't know if it's the same, so yeah. Any cool boards you have your eyes on? I have my eyes on the SAR from Zambumon because I've been wanting an 1800 board for a while. I really haven't had, like, There hasn't been any 1800 boards that have caught my eye. Like people say like the Austin's great and all, but it's actually not the layout I want. I want the wide, the long, traditional style 1800, like with the gap, with the big gap between the F row and the numpad area, with those 3 LEDs in between. That's what I want. Like the TX 1800 V1, like that's the good stuff. So yeah, 1800 was something that I'm kind of want. Other than that, any TKLs or 60s would catch my eye. The 265 that comes in navy, not navy, blue, gray, and silver looks great, but it is a 65%, so I'm kind of about it because I actually like the unfinished red that I have. So yeah, colorway wise though, it's fantastic. I have a friend that goes to Korea every 6 months and comes back with 6 months worth of Korean cigarettes. That sounds like such a Korean smoker thing to do, because I do know some very compulsive smokers who are also Korean. I mean, yeah, a lot of Koreans smoke and drink and all that kind of stuff. It's very, very, very common, but a lot of it does have to do with stress and things like that. Societal things. A YouTuber puts a wire in a flat surface, set the iPhone back. Oh, that's Wildcat probably. That fellow on YouTube is a surgeon or something? Wait, are you saying that Wildcat's a surgeon? K105TY. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. Divinity does, the CVB does as well. I see. DouYu sells cherry spec wires. I see. Well, there you have it. So you want a full size? I don't want a regular full size. I want an 1800, period. That's it. 1800 only. The specific layout I want is 1800 style. So I think the Jerry 1800 was tempting, but I actually have a plastic 1800 case. So I'm probably just gonna stick with that. Oh wait, what am I doing? I need to loop the wires still. Have you seen the Sava TKL? Yeah, it looks nice. Koreans are alcoholics. Yeah, the Irish of the East, they say. I want the Ogre extras. Good luck. Wait, CW and I are gonna do a straight 1800 after we finish K-Whack. What's K-Whack? And what's a Rigel? No idea what you're talking about. Huru is a surgeon? I don't know if he makes YouTube videos. No. Dr. Huru is a neuroscientist. Not a neurosurgeon. He's a neuroscientist. He's a researcher in neuroscience. K-Wack is K-Mat homage. Rigel is Orion homage. So that's gonna be a Cone Feet TKL and Duck Orion like TKL, I assume. I mean, that's cool. If you're gonna do a Duck Orion, though, you better have all the RGB for it. Can't have an homage to Duck if you don't have the RGB. Is there a Discord or something for New York City meetups? Yes, there is. We're getting custom RGB indicator lights. No. Indicators. Please. No. You need big ass RGB diffusers all around the edge. What if he puts in weights instead of the RGB? I mean, I don't know. Are those going to be formal CW keyboards? I don't know. I mean, cool. That's cool, Pudsey. I mean, I don't know how I feel about homage in general, but I mean, that's fine. Do you? Not like the CW 80 and 60 aren't homages anyway already, as it is. Not even sure if to even call it an homage at that point, but yeah. Quote unquote, I would say. What up, Mr. Keyboards, Mr. CGView, and hello. How's it going, buddy? How's life? What new HKB venture have you had recently? Yo, Chilux, hello. Heine's making us a PC with extra lights? Okay. Cool. They're not quite as homage-y. Okay, alright. Good luck. Good luck with that stuff. It's... Last time I saw a cone feed board try for a group buy, it failed. I believe it was called the Avery's. Which I think it was unfortunate timing, specifically. Timing and advertising, pretty much. Could have been fine. Should have been fine, I think. Invis helped with the design? Cool. Agrees had major warping problems. Huh, I see. So kind of too thin in certain places and whatnot. It's good to know. Well, that's good. More refined design. Sounds like good news. Are you going to try the Fuji 75? I have not received any contact about it, so at the moment, no. Have you seen the new 8XV 3.0? Yes, I saw the interest check that Matrix Lab posted on Geekhack, and people have been talking about it around me, so I've seen it, yeah. Not a big fan personally. I don't really like the weight design. The badge area, the LED or screen area is kind of meh for me. The port, the USB port is really far out to the right, on the front part. I actually don't like that either. It's way too far out right. I think the 2.0 is kind of similar as well, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. I kind of took a look at it again, but as a whole, I personally am not into it. Like, it just didn't scream like, it didn't give me like the vibe of, oh, like that's the board I want to get. It was pretty lukewarm for me. I don't like the bottom angles personally, I see. I do like that it's seamless though. Like, I do agree, I think Dahlman was commenting on that. It's like seamless does make boards look really good because like it's a single piece all the way down, right? So that's nice, but yeah, but the rest of the design was pretty lukewarm for me. Close deal for the Grail I've talked to you about? Yo, CG Butte, yo, let's go. Yo, let's go. That's great, dude. That's fantastic news, man. Congrats. I hope it was not... I hope it didn't cost you like an arm and a leg. I hope it was not too expensive. But hey, it's done. Just an arm and 3/4 of a leg. Okay. Okay. Thank goodness it wasn't a kidney. Oh, Mason's an expert on kidneys. It's almost like he has a kidney manufacturing plant. Okay, stabs are done. Pretty nice. Nice and quick. Alright, so let's try these cushions as well, why not? I imagine the cushions just go straight down onto the stab here. Okay, let me take a look here. That's the flat part. Wait, no, the thick part is supposed to probably go underneath. I'm not sure I get it, but let's see. Wait, hold on. Let me take a quick look at the. Kind of hugs the side part. I can live without a kidney, but can I type without an arm? True. Text to speech. Oh my goodness. It's like, why are you into keyboards in that case? It's like basically just steno. One-handed steno typing. Okay, cool. Now it's there. For those who don't know what steno is, stenographers, like, basically you can type, like, at the press, like, you basically type by, like, syllables. So, you can type really fast. A lot of translators use stenographers. You can type 200 words per minute? Yeah, even faster than that. I mean, there's people who type regular QWERTY and do 200. So there's people who, on steno, you can do like way beyond that if you're really good. Just need to really employ the principles well. So it's like a whole art of typing by itself. Steno is a thing that the person next to a judge in the courtroom uses. Yeah. So people who do captioning, who also have to type a lot of things verbatim to record. So yeah, like court records are a good one. Like people, like if you go to like the UN General Assembly or something like that, you'll see that as well. A lot of translators do that. Yeah, so there's a lot of that. Type by chord rather than alphabet. Yeah, it's like, yeah, basically, yeah, chords, syllables. I assume I have to use 2 of these here. I don't know, so I'm just doing it anyway. I mean, this is probably actually kind of useless here. Oh, actually, I should probably flip them over the other way. That way they don't fall off from the PCB. Not that it really matters on this one, I think. But hey, they provided it, so might as well try it. Those machines are so expensive. Hey, you can actually do a custom steno. Like there's people in the keyboard community who actually do have steno stuff, and like I recall seeing someone in a New York meetup at some point in the past have one. I think Putty, you might have gone to that particular meeting. I mean, not meetup. My bad. It was the one that was organized by Input Club, or not organized, but like sponsored or whatever. All right, cool. Okay, I actually do like the presence of these cushions. It's kind of nice. I mean, it is reassuring, but I don't really think you need it. One thing I am worried about is whether it actually inhibits the rotation of the wire, but it doesn't seem like it. It's just silicone, so it doesn't really seem to add any friction to it, so that's good. Okay, that's good. I got wasted with them the night before. Oh, I see. Oh, here we have 205 Deskeys and 60 gram. Nice. Okay. Pretty excited for these switches. They're very smooth vintage blacks, I think. Vintage blacks? Yeah, I think these are vintage blacks. They're plate mount, so that's what I assume they are, because I think almost anywhere that I purchase any new MX blacks, they're probably PCB mount, but these are plate mount, so I think these are vintage. Or it should be like old enough, but they're smooth, so that's all that matters. It doesn't really matter what year they're from. At least to me, it doesn't matter if they're smooth. That's all I care about. Look at how nicely they snap into the plate. That's the best part for sure. Cherry switches. Oh man, this is very, very bent pen. Duroc V2 or Owlab? Owlab. I mean, it says in the title, right? We have. Oh, which do you like more? Oh, I don't know. Yet. I mean, that's why we're trying it today, right? How can I give you a verdict when I am just trying it for the first time today? I mean, first impression so far is so good. Assembly-wise, they seem much better than the first iteration. The first revision of the Owlabs, honestly, I really didn't like because of how difficult it was to clip the wire into the hook. But this is actually much easier. So I'm already liking these more than the first version that they came up when the Mr. Suit was dropped. So that's a good thing. But I mean, as far as usage goes, I don't think I would personally care whether I had Owlabs or Duroc V2. It's like I'll just use whatever I have available to me at the time. But that's probably because in my case I can lube stabs in a way that's consistent enough that it doesn't really matter what stab I'm using, as long as all the parts are there. But yeah, I mean, general impression right now is that the Owlabs are pretty nice. I like these little cushions. The packaging's pretty nice. I mean, it is a little bit wasteful. There's a little extra plastic here and there, plastic paper, etc. But yeah. Hey, Adriel, hello. What's up? If I send you coaster stabs, I mean, coaster stabs are fine. They're just annoying for you to use, actually. It's annoying for the user, not for the person building. It's actually after you build it that's actually annoying about coaster stabs. Coaster stabs actually work pretty well, too. Coaster stabs actually have fewer problems with the whole, like, rattle, whatever situation, because... But, yeah, people don't use those anymore, really. Yeah, no, coaster stabs suck to use because whenever you switch keycaps, you have to like remove the insert. You know, that's the painful part of coaster stabs. Do you have any cons regarding Portal 65? Cons? Not specifically. At least my impression of the Portal 65 was pretty good. I bought a Taiko controller for Switch. Hopefully I'll get slightly better on Taiko and Tatsujin. Wait, Taiko controller, does that mean it's like an actual drum kind of thing? Like a mini drum? That's kind of cool. I love this desk mat. It looks great. Yeah, this is the one from EPBT Ivory desk mat. It's like the Safari one or something like that. Also, Adriel, I'm doing well. Just, you know, been busy, but doing fine. What is that blowing steam thing? This is a humidifier. Someone was mentioning like, oh my god, are you like vaping? What is that? Is that a hookah? Your house is on fire. So I just put it over here so that people could actually see that it's a humidifier. It is simply a humidifier though. Next Gen Tech, it's from Uniqlo. Guess the plate also needs to be specifically made for coaster. Yeah, I mean basically like plate mount similar to that. Just wanted to know some input. I can't wait to receive the portal soon. Yeah, I mean as long as the QC for the case is done right, I personally did not find issues with the portal. Yeah, I didn't really have any issues with the portal when I built it at least. So my impression at least was good. Pretty nice and flexible sort of assembly. I think the only thing is just whenever you open it up, or actually when you put the daughterboard wire and all that kind of stuff, right? In the case, just be careful not to yank the cable. Like if you accidentally pull up really hard and you know you might tear out the JST. Just be a little careful when switching, you know, when switching O-rings or whatever, or when you have to put it into the case or out of the case. Yeah, just be a little careful with that. But that's all I can say that I recall. Gawk is the baller. He spent $300 to get a garage kit. Wow. Okay. It's like an actual Tycho replica with leather and wood, so they can do drum rolls and sound good. Wow. Okay. That's kind of crazy, but that's really nice. I'm not surprised that there's something like that. I'm not noticing any rattle, so that's good. Okay, cool. Today was a smooth start to the week. We'll see how the rest goes. That's good. Also, it's a shorter work week technically, since we got off. We got Monday off for at least for most people. All right. I mean, hopefully you did. If not, I understand. That's good to hear, though. Is the styrofoam to protect the desk mat when you're pushing down or something else? Several reasons. The styrofoam also kind of amplifies a little bit of the sound when I'm like pressing down and touching stabs, so it's a little easier for me to hear things. And yeah, sure, it's also to protect when I'm soldering or when I'm, you know, pushing things down. Yeah, things like that. So it kind of serves a very generic purpose. It's not nearly as intentional as you might think. It just serves a purpose, and I've just stuck to it, so I just use it. I did get yesterday off, but when I get bored, I'll do work, so I got some stuff done yesterday. I mean, yeah, I was doing work yesterday too, so yeah. I don't really think I get like specific vacations unless like I just call it off for myself. Which for me, basically taking vacation is like when I stream, like, you know, or not vacation, but like breaks and stuff. And then when I just decide to not do work for the day, you know. As long as I get stuff done by like the deadlines, it's okay. Obsidian, a king? Obsidian King 1. New nickname. Mason Gray should just rename to Masimp. What happened to these switches? Oh, these are just harvested from an old keyboard. So sometimes when you pull them off from old boards, sometimes the pins are a little bent, or sometimes when they're put in by the machine, you know, that, you know, solder these to that particular old keyboard, the pins sometimes are bent on purpose after soldering, or like while soldering. So yeah. But that's pretty much it. It's just they're slightly bent, so I'm just straightening them before putting into the plate. My sip is taken? Oh, damn. That's too bad. Have you tried Masimp Gray though? Ah. Is this board uncancelled? No, it is still cancelled. Which is also why I did not say anything in the Ion Discord in particular, because it gives people false hopes. Adriel gifted a tier 1 sub to Masimp, the Masimp that we don't know about. Oh my goodness. Thanks for the gifted sub though. Did I miss a switch by accident? No, I don't know. I have enough. Yeah, nice. Okay. Pwner, you haven't seen the new I just realized that you don't have the new the 2-year badge. I think you have to change it on your menu though. Because you have the founder tag or whatever. And the mod tag. Alright, cool. If people didn't make me suffer, I'd probably do it. Yeah, I think the problem with running buys is honestly the aftermath and just people begging for stuff. When are you gonna release play files? Hey, can you provide an update as to what happened to this group buy? How much is it gonna cost? Is it gonna come with a case? All that kind of stuff. You know? Are you gonna do HHKB and win keyless and win key? Are you gonna sell extra gaskets? Where can I get extra screws? What are the screw size? Like, oh my god, man. Getting blamed for QC issues. Well, yeah, that's the other extreme of that story too. Death threats for metal rectangle. It's not even about that. It's also like just it's not even about the extreme side of the customer service and like just dealing with people's questions and all that. It's also just like the questions get old quickly. It's like they've been answered, my friends. Anyway, so let's get this soldered, yeah? Good evening, Kuritsu TV. Hello. How's it going? I'm doing alright. Hey, Mail K. Hello. Your favorite one is, will the vent have flex? Wait, hold up. I need to read that. Will the vent have flex after adding foam? There's no foam in the vent. Oh yeah, where can I get the CAD files? It's like, nowhere. Literally just today we had 6 different people ask about the same thing. Just scroll up. Yeah, I mean, well, expecting people to read is a very high expectation sometimes, okay? That's just a general rule. Don't assume people are smart. Don't assume people know everything. If anything, never mind. Just trying to supplement my keyboard building addiction by watching others until my Mode 65 gets here. Oh, nice. Well, welcome, and I hope you enjoy watching. You expect me to read? I feel like one of the hardest parts of trying to get into building is finding out you're gonna wait a while for nice keycap sets. Oh yeah, that's true, at least as far as the group by model goes. It's just a thing, but I mean, that said, you know that nothing is preventing you from buying things that are in stock. Specifically, there are now a lot of pretty good options that are in stock. So it's good to see more of that nowadays. So it's been very nice to see that in the community. More in stock sets and a quicker turnaround for those too. It is true, like, yeah, if you want some GMK stuff or whatever, it is taking quite a long time, and that is an inevitable thing nowadays. Queues super long. Have you tried Deskeys MX sliders? Yes, I did on the XRF that I did just recently. They're pretty nice, actually. I heard a report that apparently the spacebar stabilizer one is not perfect yet, but I think they're fixing that anyway. But yeah, the 1U ones the few that I tried, they're pretty good. They were pretty good. Why only use GMK? Why would they name themselves greatest MF and keycaps? Yeah, truly. Jeez. How dare you use something else other than the greatest MF and keycaps? Anyway, I think I saw Peaches throw the sponsors command, but I'm just gonna talk a little bit about what's currently out there. Of course, the first thing I want to mention is big thank you to, I guess, both Wilba and Pwner for getting the pieces of this rogue together. Pretty awesome. And KneeDeep also for taking me into his queue, even though it was pretty late in December. And I was like, hey, could you take me in for this one board request? And he was like, I'm pretty much done for the year, but alright, send it in. So big shout out to Mr. KneeDeep, who was very kind in taking in this new job for the patina on the brass. And yeah, and Pwner for sending such a wonderful gift. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. Thought thumbs, this is an optional message. Foo equals bar. Foo bar. Classic programmer things. Knee confirmed cool dude. He is a cool dude, but I think he's hotter than cold, I think. IMO. Anyway, and then there's other sponsors to this channel, of course. We've seen the Canon Keys Bakeneko last stream, which you can currently check out on the Canon Keys website. Of course, if you would use the affiliate links that are provided in the banner sections below, as well as the sponsors command that gets hit every so often and whatnot, you can support the channel. The same applies for a lot of the other vendors as well. But yeah, I think Canon Keys right now is running the Mammoth 75 units. They also have in stock nice PPT sets. The nice PPT Sailor that we use on the Bakeneko just went up today, so you can check that out right now. There's a new switch actually. Thank you to Tiny for rating again. But Tiny and Canon Keys actually did a collab just recently, where they released the Corbs switches. They're basically recolored lavenders in a solid kind of pinkish color, and it's like two-tone actually. And then yeah, they're super cute pink. I believe they're like 63.5 gram springs and linear and all that good stuff. So do feel free to check out the Corb switches. I actually do want to buy a few to use, so I might be doing that soon. And I believe there's also MDA feature something. I forgot what the full name was, but there's an MDA set also on Canon Keys right now. Anyway, next up we have CVV Planet. If you have any needs for any custom plates, or also like the screw trays that I have over here are from CVV Planet. I'm not sure if there are any in stock, but CVV Planet does have a promo code with me. You can use the promo code Lightning or use a link to get some discount when you check out on CVV Planet. But yeah, if you have any needs for custom plates, CVV Planet does custom plates. Even if you only need a one-off, you can do a one-off order for your plates in various materials like polycarb, carbon fiber, aluminum, POM, polyethylene, etc. You can do it full and half and all that good stuff. You just need to submit your step file, and then yeah, notify CVV, and then the order gets processed. If you're in the United States, I highly recommend CVV for most of your plate needs, I would argue, unless you need them in bulk. Anyway, next up we have Kinetic Labs. Kinetic Labs, of course, you can check out the different accessories that they have. They have a lot of desk mats, switches, keycap sets like the polycap sets, and so on and so forth. Check out kineticlabs.store/lightning. Next, we have Novel Keys. Novel Keys currently has the NK87 Entry Edition, which just dropped. Very, very good deal for a TKL. Custom TKL pretty much comes with everything that you need, but the NK87 Entry Edition is now in stock, so you can purchase that. I'm not sure. I don't think all the colorways are in stock anymore, but it did just drop. There's also GMK Track Day right now running for a group buy. And then, of course, on Novel Keys you can find a variety of switches, stabilizers, and all that good stuff, all your supplies that you might need. And you can use the promo code BOLT to get 5% off most in-stock items. I believe some in-stock items don't apply, but just so you know. Even if you have that exhaust fan, do you still open your windows? No, I currently have my window closed, but I do ventilate my room during the day anyway, like during the day and like afterwards. So yeah, it's fine. I usually also run a fan, so like air circulates pretty often in my room. Yeah. But if I open the window, it'd be really cold, so I currently don't have it open. But yes, generally, the more ventilated your space is, the better. So it's always a nice precaution. Alright, next up we have OmniType, omnitype.com/lightning. Right now I believe they have the Keep Town posters in stock now. They ran a pre-order at first, but they're $20. I actually have my own copy. I actually ordered it. And yeah, just hung it up, and it's in a frame right now over here. But it's a very cool poster featuring a lot of the known community members and, you know, vendors and whatnot. So you'll see a lot of the personalities in the community on this poster. Pretty cool. And you can also find desk pads and other accessories on OmniType's website as well. So go and check out their keyboard bags, containers for keycaps, and so on. And of course they'll be running more group buys and other things in the near future. I believe they just ran the Bower 2 Extras raffle, and they plan on running Bower 2 units sporadically through different means, so like streams and other things. Like they might require some participation, but yeah, Bower 2 Extras will be dropping every so often, so you can keep your eyes peeled on OmniType's website and Discord server. Anyone know which link is best for PBT essay profile set? I'm not sure about essay, actually. Alright, next we have Prime Keyboards, where you can check out the Simpler 60 custom keyboard kit, as well as the place where I source all my Durox stabilizers. I get all my smoky black Durox stabilizers from there, the V2 stamps from primekb.com/lightning. You can also find accessories for your Prime E, a few keycap sets, and other cool little trinkets from your Deskeys supplies, like Deskeys films, as well as for Topri as well. There's like silencing rings, and yeah, and so on and so forth. So check out primekb.com. Project Keyboard, I don't think they're running anything in particular right now, so I don't have any news from them, but do keep your eyes peeled for Project Keyboard's new projects for this year. I believe they are coming back with some new stuff, so stay tuned. Hopefully they'll also be shipping, I believe Masterpiece got an update. I think they might be shipping in February, end of February, so hopefully. And then Dolce got moved back to March, for those who wanted news on that. And then we have Salvin. Check out Salvin for any Wilbitech graphite PCBs that you might need. Of course, the only problem is if you're international from Salvin, so anywhere outside of the EU. It'll be a little expensive on shipping, but it is available. Salvin also has a few supplies for EU folks, and eventually we might see more things happening on the Salvin web store as they stock keyboards and whatnot. But currently he's been busy manufacturing Salvation. There's been a recent announcement on those, so if you want to check out the announcement on the Salvation, check out the Wilbitech or the Salvin Discord servers. And yes, you can also find Salvin apparel on his website, salvin.com. Finally, we have Space Cables, where you can find pretty much all kinds of collabs for cable making, for matching key sets. They also have currently MW Sogurt, and they will also be, they just recently ran Night Runner, and I believe they're going to be running, what are they running again this coming month? Someone remind me, I actually forgot just now. But they'll be running some other sets. Just trying to remember, what was it? What was running this February? I don't remember. It should be announced pretty soon. But yeah, check out Space Cables. That's also where I got some of my custom cables. So They do great work as far as cables are concerned, and they've been running a lot of other group buys for keyboards and other products as well. Alright. Everything works. Spacebar cutouts showing the PCB logos is cool. Yeah, I think that's a nice thing. The first Bauer had those wrong. They're slightly off on the plate. I remember. Alright, let's put this together now, which means, and of course, shout out to Krytox or Owlab for sending out these stabs to try out. I'm actually pretty pleased. So far they seem pretty good, honestly. I mean the cushions are pretty extra, but not really necessary, but they're nice to have anyway. I personally don't think I would use them all the time because I don't think I really think there's a big difference there, but it's nice to have. I mean, the packaging is great. I think the pricing is probably fair. And yeah, I think the inclusion of both 6.25 and 7U wires in one kit is actually kind of nice because you don't have to make distinctions between what size to buy when you purchase. So that's actually kind of nice. So yeah. Let me get some Daughterboard screws. Do you manage to get in contact with KVD4U and buy a duck Sidewinder Raven? No, I believe the details are going to be announced later for that. I'll be right back, guys. Just gonna look for these screws really quick. Alright, we're back. Found them. Okay, so let's put the Daughterboard. Goes in probably like this, I think. Okay. I guess it is this way then. T6. Hey, Vin, hello. What's up? Oh, wait. Nice. Is it this? Is this the right orientation? I actually don't know. Well, let's double check. Displays like that on the Zenith build guide? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Just kind of bulky. Alrighty. What's that? Just make sure this weight is placed correctly. I think I'll need some tape just to make sure this wire does not move from its place. So let's just get some small amount of tape here. Oh, nice. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so now let's get some of these screws and place them through. Cracker, hummus, chili oil, olive oil? What? Wish I had grapes and presunto. I'm not sure. Are you just having a snack right now? Nice. Living the life. Living the life. Kind of want to snack myself too. I'm excited for the part where you choose your artisans. I've actually already chosen them. I already chose them. So there is only one acceptable key set and a few acceptable artisans to put on. So it's already been decided. All right, so let's put this here now. Rigged? I mean, it's my own board, so I can rig however I want. I demand points back? You didn't even redeem anything. Alrighty, that's it. Let's put this away. Over there is fine. So, you know, I actually don't like beige on black keyboards. I personally think beige goes on silver, gray, and other colors, but not black. I think black is probably the last color I would pick for a beige set. Because it's just too bright for a black keyboard. I personally think your beige set is wasted on a black anodized board. Just use a silver board or a gray board or something. Yeah. Alright, so the only choice obviously the only choice that we get for this keyboard is white on black. Wob is the only acceptable option here. Now, that's cool and all, but you guys need to help me decide something. Should I use Minicom alphas? Minicom alphas basically have a slightly different, like these, they have like these small sub-legends here and there. They're not like crazy or anything, but they have some random symbol sub-legends. Or should we use, I have the rarest kit ever. You know how many of these kits were sold in the United States? Like 3. This, my friends, is Wob International Kit. Which, when Dixie Mech, back in the day of Dixie Mech, ran it, there were 3 sales for it. It was me, DJ Suede, and another person, I think, in the entire United States. Does it have any? No, it does not. It covers covers like Nordic languages and like, you know, other stuff. Scam. So I'm not sure. I'm torn between Minicom and International. I'll look up something from International because there's so many layouts, so we need to look something up. I think there's like, I think that's for Yugoslavian or whatever that is, or maybe like Czech or something. I don't know. We'll see. Why are you being nice to an HKB layout board? Oh, okay now. That is toxic. Wow, we actually have step control. Kind of cool. Actually, I don't like the legend on it though. You know, nah. It's gotta say caps lock on it. The legend on step control, it sucks. So let's just do caps lock. It looks nicer anyway. Yeah. I also have R5 bottom row, so we're gonna do our R5 over here. Rude? Excuse me, who's being the one who's being rude here? I think somebody else is being rude here. R5, alt graph. Yeah, this is hard to find though. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna, before I start mixing up stuff, I'm gonna put these away first. Alright, let me look up a few of the international layouts first. And I'm gonna do a poll, so you guys can help me decide. Personally, don't really... I will see. I mean, I'll probably switch it up later on, but for now, I'll do a poll. Oh, should we do like original, old school arrow keys? Left and right arrow keys. Such an old school thing to do back when we didn't have the right keycaps for it. So funny. Alright, that's it. Alright, so let me look up a few international layouts here. Okay, so we have UK. UK is kind of a pass. Icelandic, Norwegian, Swedish, Finnish, Faroese, Danish, Deutsch, and Portuguese are supported. Let me look up some of these. Okay, actually, I'll show it on screen. Just give me like 2 seconds. Yeah, British is kind of a pass. It's not as interesting. All right, let's see. We have some really cool ones. I'll actually pass on the German because I think German's kind of been used a lot. Like I have like German OG dice ups and that kind of stuff. So, all right. So, oh wait, it's not big enough though. Let's see. Can you guys see now? So there is Icelandic. There is Norwegian. Let me compare these two. Huh. Oh, both look pretty nice though. Okay, let's move on. There's Swedish, which is kind of similar to Quartz. Yeah, actually this is kind of similar to Deutsch, with a few exceptions up here. Finnish is also, it also has the one with the umlauts over here. There's Faroese, which has like this A sound, and the A with like the angstrom sort of symbol. Pretty cool. And then there is Danish, which is also similar to Faroese, it looks like. And then there's Portuguese, which has a C with like sequenciadilla, little superscripts and stuff. Pretty cool. Are these GMK WAV or this is all GMK? I'm kind of torn right now. Let's see. Faroese is kind of cool though. Swedish and Danish are pretty similar actually. Or rather, I think I said Swedish, but I think I meant Finnish. So I think I'm gonna be between... Norwegian. So Nord, and Norwegian, Faroese, and Portuguese probably. All right. And then the last choice is to use Minicom alphas. So if you don't know what Minicom alphas are, you can look it up. WAB Minicom. Funnily enough, I actually have a photo of the Minicom alphas from my own photos here. So that's Minicom alphas. Minicom alphas is kind of simple. Oh, actually, you know, I could actually use some Minicom alphas at the same time. So, well, maybe I'll figure that out later. Okay, so I think the poll is gonna be what international language? Norwegian, Faroese, Portuguese. Alright, let's do a 2-minute poll. Minicom is kind of sleek, yeah. Minicom is really nice and nice looking. It's very simple. It's kind of more of a bare bones look compared to the others. How do they have Faroese and Nord and not Spanish? Because the designer was a he's like a NordeUK user in general. So Spanish was like bottom of the priority list there when they ran it. It was, yeah. There was basically, it was based on the demand from like these number of people who wanted it, because that was pretty much the only people who would purchase it. So it was pretty. It had to be limited. So let me show you what they look like again. So Norwegian, Faroese, and Portuguese, I said. So there is Norwegian. There is Faroese, which is kind of similar, slight differences. And Portuguese. It's hard to show you guys all three at once, I think. Maybe I need to do like an MS Paint sort of thing, but that kind of shows it. It's not big though. Yeah. Kind of all even. Norwegian and Faroese are leading right now, with a slight edge on Norwegian right now. So let's check out. Norwegian and Faroese are actually quite similar. So, like they're actually very similar. Oh, Faroese. Okay, Faroese it is. Let's try Faroese then. All right, so. Let's put this window over here so I can see it. Okay, cool. Let's see, so do these. This is the only time this kit will ever be used for Faroese. True. Very true. Alright, now I need to grab the right keys from this. So we need, so this is my tilde over here. Oh, but the tilde is not going to be used. So I just need 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, so which 2 and 3 do I need? These two? Okay, let's see. 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Oh, it's this one. This one. I'm confused by this one. Oh, this one. Okay. And then that knife is yeah, this is this is a QSP what was it? Frick, I forgot the name of the model. But I got it from Drop. Alright, and then the ones I need over here are gonna be, oh, Puffin. It's called a Puffin. That's right. I just remember now. All right, so here I'm gonna need these two over here. Imagine buying niche NordeUK kits just so you can have characters you don't even ever use on your keyboard, but that's the kind of person I am. So here we are. Appropriating other people's languages on my keyboard. They do look very cool though. They do look very nice. Alright, so this is kind of typical ISO style punctuation marks. I actually grew up using these when because I used to type Spanish a lot, so. Alright, so if I do combine Minicom though, so this is what Faroese looks like. Minicom, let me see where I can mix them in. I can mix them in here. Let's see. Here. 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 I'm not gonna use the number for now. Oh man, we're gonna add like all these symbols if we combined it. So this is so stupid, but it's also so fun. It's like stupid and fun all at the same time. We'll have excess symbols. Do I want to keep my homing keys? Because Minicom doesn't have homing. Minicom uses straight keys for F and J. There's no homing, I think. What layout is this? Now it's a custom creation where we use Minicom, which is actually I mean, the Minicom stuff comes from a keyboard called the Ultra Tech Minicom, which is actually not it's actually, well, it is a keyboard, but basically it's actually a machine that helps it helps deaf people use the phone line basically. But yeah, how's that? Should we replace these guys now? Yeah? Okay. Let's go for it. Let's make the most ridiculous, by far the most ridiculous looking wob combo here, with a combination of a million kits here. I have wob, Minicom, NordeUK, R5, all in one right now. And then Artisans, I guess. Add Zuyin? No, I don't really want Zuyin on this. It would really, I think that would ruin the look because just the Zuyin is really busy. I debated, I actually wanted to use Zuyin at first. That was like what I wanted at first, but then I kind of decided that I had used it elsewhere and I kind of wanted it somewhere else already, like I had something else in mind. So I figured I would bring these out instead today. Ah, look at that. That actually looks really cool. Alright, there we have it. There we have it, friends. Is the GB already done or not started yet? What are you talking about? Oh, for the Rogue? It's not even happening, unfortunately. Oh, and I did say I chose some Artisans. So here we have it. Ta-da! There it is. Just nice and clean. Nice and clean. We have a phage caps on the left and a latrium on the right. Something that looks simple and clean. I don't know. Kind of feels more like a. This is like Pwner Soul Black themed keyboard. So I think this is perfect. Okay, so let's try typing on this, shall we? Oh, whoops. All right. Also, let's see. Oh, I need to plug it in. Where's my cable here? Wait, why is there no... I guess that's fine. Wait, what? No. There we go. What kind of mount is it? It's gonna be a gasket mount, like the Zenith. Yeah, isolation gasket, yeah. Alright, friends. Let's give it a shot, shall we? I don't know what to expect, so here we going blind into this. Alright, maybe it'll be great, maybe it won't, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, let's give it a try. Yo, that spacebar does sound nice for sure. I do agree with that. It sounds like it makes blacks on alu though. Can you believe this? This is at 1 a.m. It is 1 a.m. here in my neighborhood. And these motherfuckers sounds like New York. Yeah, it's a typical New York thing. Electric car racing? No, it's probably because like, I live near like a lot of public buildings and stuff. So yeah, city hit different for sure though. It's a siren. Anyway, yeah, firefighters and police and ambulances, that kind of stuff. So yeah. All right, let's give it one more try. This is MX Blacks on aluminum. It has a nice sound to it. I like how this sounds. The space bar sounds nice. I could almost use the T word for it, but that's not the right word anyway. It does sound pretty nice. Anyway, let's listen to the stabs. Thump is fine. Thump is fair. Thump is okay. It's a nice and soft sound though. Yeah, it's not very loud. It's not very loud. Anyway, here are the stabs. I mean, here are the mods and the rest. How do you like the Owlab stabs? I don't know why the shift is a little tight. I might actually check that again in a bit, but might be maybe I didn't screw it in properly or something. But I think it's fine because the enter is okay. So I think it's probably just something I did. But otherwise, I think the Owlab stabs seem to work just fine. I mean, as long as you know how to lube your stabs properly, I think it'll be fine. I wouldn't say like you definitely shouldn't be using these stabs without lubing and all. So that applies to any stabs really. So but yeah, overall pretty good. Let me see. Might be a twisted switch. Oh, that's also possible. Yeah, I'll take a look later. I mean, it's not a big deal. I&O or flipped. Oh, I did flip I&O. You're right. I did flip I&O. You are totally right. I flipped I&O. I touch type, so I accidentally probably put those wrong. How does it compare to Zenith in terms of sound and feel? Well, it pretty much uses the same mounting as Zenith, so it does kind of feel similar in the sense that it is like isolation gasket, typical of isolation gasket, like the feeling, like the pour-on strips and all that, you know, tabs on the plates. It's pretty much the same feeling. I mean, key cults also feel like this, right? It's kind of like a soft, like a relatively uniform but softer bottom out for like, you know, most of the plate when you're using like a full plate like this. But yeah, it's a soft and quieter, slightly quieter typing experience. Overall, I like the sound of MX Blacks, which is kind of more in the, has some volume to it. Yeah. Is there flex? No, not really. I think it's decently stiff, but I think I would say the same of like a key cult build with no leaf spring plate would basically be the same. But with the leaf spring plate on like a full alu plate, like on a 160 or something, definitely has a little bit of flex, but I mean, it's not big. It's not a big deal. But honestly, it still softens the below like the gaskets do. So personally, I'm like, I can type on this all day and I don't feel tired. So that's all that matters to me, at least. Oops, sorry about the shaking. What was the kitting you combined for the key set again? Oh, so I combined, let's see, do I have a pen over here? Where's my pen? I combined WAB, I combined NordeUK kit that ran like a long time ago, and then Minicom, and then R5. That's what I did. Anyway. Alright. Polaris versus Rogue versus Hyphen. In terms of looks, I think I like the actually let me take a close look again. I think I like the look of, actually the look of the Hyphen and the Rogue are so similar as far as the bezel sizes go. Actually, the bezels on the Rogue are slightly thicker on the Y here than the Hyphens, but they are very similar as far as the look is concerned from the top view, except the Hyphen that I built before was when keyless. This is HKV, so but I would say that the Hyphen also came with this Wilbotech weird flex type of PCB, so it was really bouncy in that regard. So that's gonna set it off differently. If it used the same PCB, I'm pretty sure this would like feel very similar to this. Like I think the Rogue and the Hyphen would feel pretty much close to each other, typing wise, because of the PCB right now is different. That's the only thing, and it definitely factors in. But yeah, the Polaris, I remember trying it. I really like typing on the Polaris with a palm plate, and with no case foam. That's what I enjoyed. And oh, actually, no plate foam also is fine. Or it's like, I experimented a little bit. I wasn't like honed in on one configuration, but I used it with the foam for a while and then without, and I think I liked it before. Like after removing the foam. So yeah. Otherwise, it felt like a little too full, like too stiff. That's like something I didn't like about the Polaris with all the foam, but it sounded nice. But yeah, I think I would rather have a better typing feel over like a very full kind of like foamy sort of sound. So yeah. And so yeah, we can do some close-ups and stuff. Okay, so let's see any other questions. Okay, show patina again, then I sleep. Okay, yes. Do you use MX Blacks in your thermal before? Yes, I still have MX Blacks on my thermal, on my own thermal. Alright. So here is the side of the board. You can see the R5 peeking over there. Can we hear the thermal? I can go get it. I can go get it in just a sec. But yeah, this is the side profile of the Rogue. Here's the top view over here. Let me zoom out a little, and maybe I can get rid of chat for a second so you can see. That's what the Rogue looks like from the top. HKB layout, as you can see. And again, sides. There is the KneeDeep patina in different angles. It probably looks best around here when it's not too reflective and it's not too dull, but it looks really nice. The feed is the same as like the Zeniths, just shorter. This is the back. There's the USB port, nice, and parallel to the desk, which is really cool. It's very much down below, close to the desk, and the logo looks great. But yeah, I really like the Ion Keywords logo. I think it's one of the most appealing, visually appealing logos to me. It is seamless, as you can see, so you don't see seams from the sides. You see them only at the bottom. So yeah. Without the foam on my Polaris, it was pretty flexy. Yeah, it was really flexy, I remember. Is HKB your preferred 60% layout? I actually don't mind any of them, because pretty much the layout is identical. Like the key map is like pretty much the same for me for all three, or yeah, like WinKeyless, WinKey, or HKB. So for me, it's not a huge difference. Yeah. Nice picture, Morning Coffee. Thanks for sharing. But yeah, this is basically a 60% Zenith, yes. It pretty much is kind of the idea of it. Which is pretty gorgeous. I think the main portion is that it is HKB, which is obviously something unique to 60%. It's something I like a lot. WinKeyless would look great on this. WinKey would look nice on this. But yeah, I think the HKB really looks good in this particular layout and profile of the board. Yeah. And keyless Rogue with FR4 half plate, that would be really nice too. But yeah, let's see. Shift fell a little. Oh, there we go. Okay. That feels much better now. I think it was just a keycap not properly. Yeah, okay. But yeah. Is this patina by KneeDeep? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Mr. KneeDeep patinas. This is called the Dendroit's Grasp. Dendroit's Grasp. Done late last year. But yep. And we also tried the Owlab stabilizers today, which were pretty nice. Here we have some of the leftovers here. Some of the leftover parts here. I should probably organize some of this. It's sick. Close up? Yeah, sure. Sure. How do you find the Owlab stabs in the end? Oh, I like them. I think the revision is much nicer than the first version that they had, because the wire is so much easier to put in now. But I mean, like, if you're debating between whether to get Duroc or C3 or Owlab or whatever, whatever is available to you is probably the best option. I personally think that stabilizer performance is actually more dependent on how you lube your stabilizers and that stuff, rather than just the design of stabilizer. I mean, like, I do think that people are trying to hone in on solving that kind of conundrum that we've had for so many years, but we're not there yet. You still do have to tune your stabs a bit. So yeah, I would say whatever option is available to you is probably the best option, but these definitely are competitive and work as they should. Like, I'm currently not having issues. Yeah, I'm not having issues, so that's a good thing. Someone will sell factory loop stabs. Yeah, who knows, right? Like, we definitely are seeing a bit of a transformation in that area, but yeah, I don't know what to expect, to be honest, guys. Like, I would hope that we get, I mean, like, TX stabs are really nice because they are trying to solve that problem with, like, the way the parts fit together, but they are kind of a bit of a process to apparently produce. Like, these wires have to be made, and, like, apparently that's the bottleneck. So, and, like, they're also, like, polishing the parts and whatever. It's just a lot of work that's happening apparently in the manufacturing process. So it's like, I don't know where that would get bottlenecked as far as production is concerned. But I mean, it's cool to see. It's cool to see that. It's cool to see progress nonetheless. So I mean, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, like, fancy packaging is just fancy packaging. Doesn't really do much. So, do you prefer isolation gasket over gummy O-ring? I think isolation gasket provides a very comfortable typing feel. That's kind of like nice and uniform, like nice and even, sort of. And then when you use, like, gummy O-ring really does emphasize like a lot of, like, this bouncy sort of feeling to it. So I think it all depends on what you're aiming for at the end of the day. I do think isolation gasket tends to be a little bit more on the sturdy and kind of a uniform side of things. Like, if you like something that's a little bit more on the uniform side of things, I think isolation gasket's kind of like what it's trying to actually achieve, compared to the other mounts. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's like relatively, it's a matter of preference. I need balance. I want to jump on my keyboard. Yeah, trampoline. Oh yeah, someone asked me to bring out the thermal, right? I should do that. Yeah, this is what the Owlab stabs are like. So you can, like, put them in the packaging like that. That's what the Owlab stabs came in, like this. Yeah. Yeah, it is a lot of packaging. Is Rogue still a canceled project? Yes, unfortunately it is currently. It is currently not an active project as far as production is concerned. ER2 SE So Pog? Oh, they're nice. I've actually been enjoying them. So this is my thermal here. They're canceling the packaging, I'm pretty sure they said. Oh, okay. More environmentally friendly, hopefully. think there's a kind of like a brighter sound from the thermal than the Rogue. Also, I think the switches on the thermal are less lubed, like they're a little bit on the lighter side for lubrication compared to a Rogue. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, so let me try this really quick. DMCA works, please. Yeah, so this spacebar needs some help. Rogue is a little bit more on the hollow side, but it doesn't bother me actually from where I'm currently sitting. I think the mic definitely overemphasized that now that I'm hearing it through the IEMs, but in person it's not as noticeable, I'll say. The thermal sounds more full, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's like a brighter sound is what I would say. It's just brighter. The Rogue, I think it's a little bit more slightly more muted, slightly more dampened, but it's not a bad sound either. Yeah, Rogue sounds more metallic. I think it's definitely a little bit of case resonance. But it's not bothersome to me, so I don't care. But I mean, I think some people might have, you know, maybe you could put some, like a thin sheet of boron or something, I don't know. Or you could put some shelf liner too, that would help. Yeah. Just going back, what's the idea here in comparing it to thermal? There's no real idea to it. People just asked about it, so that's why I have it here. There's no idea. There's no reason. We're just doing things because we like to. Not everything has to be to some, you know, to a T, to some science. There's no real science in keyboards, at least. I don't think there's, I mean, it's not like people are actually doing a lot of it either. It's all empirical at the end of the day. It's just observations and deductions and derived conclusions that are kind of, you know, at best just reports of your own experience, and then apparently varies with different people, so yeah. ABS warping, I'm not sure how to fix. PBT you can do hot water because it actually you can actually bend it, but ABS, last thing you want to do is heating the plastic too much and then melting it or making it worse. So I'm not sure actually how to deal with ABS overall. Well, you know, both sound great anyway. I mean, you know, I like them both for different reasons. The thermal is a very fun keyboard to use. Like, it's a full aluminum plate and it just has this fun, bouncy typing feel to it. And the look is spectacular. I love the look of the thermal. Like, it's so unique. Yeah. The Rogue, you know, nice classic look. I love the weight on it, of course. Thank you to KneeDeep again. But yeah, these look great. Spoken like a scientist? Yeah, I mean, well, that's my job, so can't make sweeping conclusions because that will get me crucified in the field. You know? Split back always on HKB? Oh yes, 100%. If you use 2U on HKB, you're a heathen. Don't do that. Don't. Doing 2U on the HKB is just as bad as doing split backspace on TKL or split right shift on TKL. Don't do that. That's wrong. What's your job? I do research. I'm a grad student basically. Alex did full backspace on the right shift and right shift on HKB once. Pain. Why, Alex? Por qué? Why would you do 2 extra stabs also? Come on, man. Does collecting the thermal fins? Yes, it does a little, but it's not like, it's not. I mean, well, in this play, it's not as noticeable because this is silver, so I can just blow it off really easily. But the fins are pretty large, as in like there's a lot of space in between them, so it's pretty easy to clean up. You can just grab a brush to like, I have one of these little brushes, just do that, you know. So yeah. A sweeping statement from the scientist. True that. True that. True that is one of my peeves. I think it's like certain layouts with certain choices make me like, cause look, split. Let's talk about split backspace on a big keyboard. So 75% TKL 1800. You know, you already have. So when you split the backspace, you have backspace, pipe, tilde. But in TKL, you already have the tilde over here. So what do you do with this key? Map it to delete? You already have a delete over here. Map it to what? An F-row key? You already have F-rows over here. What do you map it to? Print screen? Print screen's over there too. But that's the thing. It bothers me because I'm like, what do you even map it to? And like, it's just this extra key. I don't know, it just doesn't look right to me. Like, it's this extra key framed at this large ass keyboard, and it's just framed at this smaller cluster. Just bothers me. Leia Mahaley. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but hello, welcome. New to the keyboard game, and this looks like a good start to learn. Good place to start to learn. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions if you have any. F13. Map to these nuts. Oh, Leia Mahaley. Okay, nice. I map it to delete on 75%. I guess that works, but yeah. On 75%, yeah, I guess the FN is not here like in split shift, so I guess that works. Yeah. Also, when you hit that 2U, ooh, that sound of the 2U is so nice. But anyway, map it to Enye. Enye is supposed to be here though. Mute button for audio. Oh, I guess that works. Although I have a knob for my amp here, and I have a macro pad, so I like the clickies. Oh, clickies are okay. I personally don't use clickies because they just get loud and kind of irritating after a while. Like if you're typing away at work or doing stuff all day, I think the audible feedback is just too much for me. But yeah. Gets old, I guess. Alright, so I think that's it for tonight. It is already like 1:30, so I'm probably going to bed now. Clickies do sound nice, or can sound nice, yeah. Don't lie, you're not going to bed? I'm going to clean up, and then I'm gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, wash up, and yeah, get changed, go to bed, read a little bit, fall asleep. My partner hates the clicky, so we have a middle ground. Oh, well, you can use tactiles then. Tactiles have no audible feedback, but you still get the bump from the typing. So, tactiles. If I'm seeing more KneeDeep work out there, the man's doing amazing stuff. I mean, have you seen all his recent stuff, 2022 stuff? Ooh, sheesh. The man's crazy. He's really going at it. Have you finished volume 7 yet? I'm on volume 9. I think. Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I'm on volume 9 right now. I have no audio because I'm watching Kimetsu no Yaiba. Happy 11 months. Joe. Jordan, you're watching a great show. Let's go. Also, are you caught up? If you're caught up, Volume 7 is a bit of a drag. I liked it, but you know, it adds a lot. Yeah. Alright, friends. Let's call it a night. Let's plug this guy in. And look for a raid. Stream or channel to raid. Let's see who's streaming, if anybody is at this time so late on a Tuesday. Oh, okay. We have some late night folks. Oh, I guess all they're West Coast folks. I see Mr. Tim Keelis building a UTD 360C rebuild. I see Rock Lena doing a Rama U80. Mr. Frank Inoshiki doing a Keychron Q1. See Ken's Keeps, Retro Maple, and Bren Bread doing a Bakaneko build. Alright. If y'all have any preferences. Wow. That's like a complete split. Okay, we're gonna have to I'm just gonna pull it. Poll who to raid. Lena, Tim, Frank. Or well, Inomushiki. Tim Keyless. Alright, let's give it a 1-minute poll really quick. Alright, y'all. Choose between those three. Anyway, Pwner, if you're still there, thanks, buddy. I love this. It looks so nice. I think I'm gonna leave it like this. This Faroese Minicom combo is so ridiculous, but it's fun. I'm gonna post it and people are gonna be like, what is all that stuff? And then, yeah, it's gonna be fun. Chat doing Frank dirty. Okay, it looks like we're gonna be raiding Lena here. Alright, cool. R5. Oh, so good. Alright. Poor Frank. Next time we'll raid Tim or Frank if they're around. But alright. Have a good night, y'all. Let's say Rock Lena. Okay, raid. Let's see. Oh. What's a good question? Let's see. If you had to use between Paint 27 or ISO, which would you use? Lightning raid. She doesn't know what paint. Between 40% or ISO, which would you use? There we go. Oh, okay. Okay, fine. I'll add. Show us your guns. All right, there. All right, friends. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Next one, I'm actually not sure what's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be an Alice. I'll catch you guys on a build for an Alice next time, TGR Alice. But yeah, I'll catch you guys maybe this weekend. I don't know, maybe earlier, but I'll see you then. See ya. Have a good night.